I was having currently ineligible for monetization for over a year now. But now when I changed this, YouTube accepted me into the YouTube partner program for over 278 days. Currently ineligible for monetization is something that a lot of creators have been facing. Now, I told you earlier last year that I'll be doing a 3-part series and I'll be talking about every latest discovery I get with the aspect of currently ineligible for monetization. If you're a young creator and you're starting up a YouTube channel, you should be very much aware of this, because you don't want to get 1,000 subscribers and you don't want to get 4,000 hours, and at the end of the day, YouTube tells you you're currently ineligible for monetization. Now, I've decided to craft out everything that you need to know when starting up your YouTube channel, so that at the end of the day, you don't fall into that problem. Currently ineligible for monetization means that at this point in time, your channel cannot be accepted into the YouTube partner program. Now, there are a lot of reasons for having currently ineligible for monetization, which I'm going to talk about in a minute. But first, bear in mind that most of the things that I'm going to talk about, you have to follow them. And of course, you have to follow them very strictly. Now, when you apply for monetization, YouTube has told you that they check some things when you want to get monetized. But I believe there's a baseline criteria. When they discover that your channel does not follow these guidelines, or your channel has been going against some policies, they will likely tell you your channel is currently ineligible for monetization. So come close and let's discuss this. Now, the very first thing you want to consider is your age. I mean, that is very important, because there are some age groups where I think they need their parents' consent to actually get monetized on this platform. And so if you're below 18, you want to check, or you want to go back and push your age to be above 18 so that you don't fall into that problem. The second thing is this. Now, when starting up a YouTube channel, you want to choose a country that is in the YouTube partner program. Please go out to the link on my description and look at and choose a country that is in the YouTube partner program. Basically, I advise people to go in for the United States, because it's very clear that the United States is in the YouTube partner program. Third thing you want to do is about customizing your channel. Customizing your channel is very important. You don't want to go to Google and download an image and use as your channel logo. YouTube discovers that you have put in no effort and they're not likely going to accept you into the partner program. So try to do some customization. One simple customization I actually tell people to do is to use a short form of your channel. For example, if the name of your channel is A Celebrity Trends, please put ACT. If your name of your channel is Top Celebrity Trends, put TCT. If the name of your channel is maybe Boris A something, you just have Boris Rock, put BB. It helps them like, okay, this is somehow a form of branding. Another thing you want to consider is your banner image. You want to use a banner image that you've customized as well. We don't want to go download something from Google and then you use there. Now, when you want to start up your YouTube channel, you have to put an about. I always tell people, put an about of what your channel is going to do. Do not go put things about your personal self, because even YouTube, when checking on that as metadata, they don't care about yourself. They care about what you're giving out as value. So you want to go put out what you're going to give out as value, like I did on the bio of my page, right? Go check it out. And if it's possible, you can also put your other social links to it to make it more appealing and to make it more believable. So try that and I'm sure you'll be good to go. Another thing you want to consider is how you create your videos. Now, most people actually going through the aspect of currently ineligible for monetization are probably people that are not showing their faces and video. So when producing your content, you want to make sure that some of your videos, at least you have some human interaction in it through a voice, something, or through your face, right? So you want to bear that in mind when carving your YouTube channel, because if you're actually using text to speech, YouTube might feel this is completely robotic and they might not accept you into the YouTube partner program because your channel is completely a robotic channel. So keep in mind that you need to actually show videos of people interacting in the video, or actually use your voice to show that you're human. That is something that you have to keep in mind. Now, another thing that most of you guys actually do that I think it's absolutely wrong is actually going to your description section and putting in hashtags that are made for another channel or clickbaiting your channel. I mean, this is one thing that YouTube looks at, and if they see that your videos are not matching the criteria, they're going to tell you, even though you've gotten to 4,000 hours and 1,000 subscribers, they're going to tell you at this point in time, you cannot be accepted into the YouTube partner program. So go back out there, edit the description of your video, put in a lot of descriptions, put in something that looks like the description of this video you're looking at, and of course, trust me, you'll be accepted into the YouTube partner program. Trust me, with that, you're guaranteed of being accepted into the YouTube partner program. Now, another thing that most creators do that is absolutely wrong is actually multiple channels and verifying those channels with the same number. You know what they call your two-step verification? Now, the two-step verification is very important because YouTube tracks how many people are actually creating channels and how many people are not supposed to create channels. Why am I saying this? Because there is a new policy which states that a number can verify just 2 channels in 365 days. So you as a creator, and if you have created many channels, either you have to delete those channels or you change the two-step verification number, because this policy has changed YouTube forever. You don't have to create many channels because it will go against misuse of resources. I hope that helps you. Now, just to spice up the whole story, I was having currently ineligible for monetization for over a year now. But now when I changed this, YouTube accepted me into the YouTube partner program for over 278 days. So this is what happened. Now, I decided to change the name of my channel. I decided to change the logo of my channel. I decided to change each description and each title of my videos. I left the top videos and applied for monetization, and I was accepted. Another thing you want to consider, if all this has failed from what I've told you, you have to write them off with the handle Team YouTube. I'm going to leave in the description section the link to your Twitter handle. You can tag them and tell them, if you have done everything I've said, you tell them that, oh YouTube, I don't know why my channel is always being currently ineligible for monetization. I'll follow the YouTube guidelines and I've done what most people have told me to do who are big creators. And trust me, they're going to give you a reply. And if you've done everything I've said, you should be accepted into the YouTube partner program. If you really want to know more ways on how to solve currently ineligible for monetization, you have to click here and click here to complete the 3-part series. See you in the next one.